I never thought I'd ever say this, but I miss Judd Hirsch and his school bus.
Are you serious?
I hate this.
You hate this?
This movie fucking sucks. This has some of the worst performances and worst action and worst cinematography of the year. Like, I cannot believe how much I did not give a fucking shit. Of course, we're talking about Jason Bourne.
Yes.
The fifth of the Bourne movies.
Fifth, fourth. It depends if you count the Jeremy Renner crap piece. I'm a big fan of the first three movies.
I like the first three movies a lot.
I would put, Bourne Ultimatum as like one of the best action movies of, the past couple decades. I put it up there with, like The Dark Knight and Mad Max Fury Road. I like the motorcycle chase at the beginning with what's her face? Nikki is the name of the character. I don't know.
Julia Stiles.
Julia Stiles. Nobody cares about Julia Stiles, sorry.
Apparently the writer didn't care about Julia Stiles either. But before we do that, spoiler alert, if you want to click to the spoiler-free part of the review where we give quick sum-ups of the film and our thought and our scores out of 6 stars, just click there, letting you know you've been warned. Even the writer didn't give a shit about Julia Stiles because he fucking smacked that bitch against a stone column. That was the best part of the movie. You were like, you were laughing. It was hilarious because it was amazing. Like
just sound effects.
That's what I'm saying. Like the motorcycle chase ends with just Julia Stiles getting shot in the back, and the motorcycle weaves, and her head hitting this stone column just does the whole doof.
You can hear, like, the sound effects are so awesome. Like, you can hear the bullet hit the motorcycle.
Yeah.
You can hear the motorcycle hit the wall. Then you can hear Julia Stiles' fucking face hit the stone thing. It's like, so awesome.
Like, I swear to you, I thought she was dead, but of course she has to give her goodbye speech because this movie tries to replace Julia Stiles with Alicia Vikander. In my opinion, a better choice.
I told this to Daniel after I saw the movie. I don't usually get distracted by stuff in movies. Like, Alicia Vikander is so goddamn hot. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, it was hard to focus on this movie.
Out of all the roles you could have picked for Alicia Vikander, freaking Man from U.N.C.L.E., Ex Machina,
okay, this wasn't as
Danish Girl. You could even suggest the next Tomb Raider, where she's gonna be in shorts the entire movie.
I'm very excited for that movie.
You picked the movie where I don't know if this was Greengrass. I don't know if this is her trying to do an American accent and failing. This was the most wooden performance I've ever seen from her.
See, I don't
like. It's like in Space Jam, whenever... You remember Space Jam, where the aliens take all the talent from the basketball players and put it in a basketball? Somewhere, there's a film camera with all of Alicia Vikander's talent hidden away in Greengrass's basement.
I like that the three villains in this movie, Vincent Cassel, Tommy Lee Jones, and Alicia Vikander, they all had have different motivations, and they all had different... they did different reasons for tracking Bourne. Like Vincent Cassel had sort of a personal vendetta against Bourne. Tommy Lee Jones was sort of trying to cover up this Iron Hand operation, and Alicia Vikander is sort of this ambitious CIA agent who is trying to track down Bourne, just sort of to, I guess, rise up within the ranks of the CIA. And
Tommy Lee Jones does not give a fucking shit in this film.
Here's the thing about Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones plays one character, Tommy Lee Jones, and he plays that character in every single movie he has ever been in.
The only reason this movie was made was because Universal, like, strong-armed Greengrass and Matt Damon to make another movie.
Matt Damon!
Matt Damon is bored out of his fucking mind. And you could see it across every person's face in this movie, except for, I think, the black guy, who was Tommy Lee Jones's bodyguard.
Black guy. I don't know who that guy was.
God commend that dude. He's fucking trying.
Yeah, this guy was really good in this movie. And my favorite scene, there's this one scene when he's like running down the hallway and he has like a really determined...
He has the Forrest Gump run going.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, this guy means business. I also really liked Riz Ahmed, who you might know from Nightcrawler, and he's gonna be in Rogue One, who he plays basically the Indian Mark Zuckerberg in this movie. And
wait, was he Gyllenhaal's partner in Nightcrawler?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was Mexican in that one. So we're spitting out a lot of names and actors and characters, but let's give you an idea of what this is about. Jason Bourne is on his own, hiding in Greece, and
punching dudes.
And Julia Stiles playing Nikki Roberts. Is that her name? Nikki Parsons, pardon me. Nikki Parsons. She hacks into the CIA files and finds all the files on these secret CIA operations, including all the information on Treadstone and all the information on Blackbriar. And the two other operations you need to pay attention to, well, I mean, you can pay attention to, I don't know if you give a shit, is Deep Dream and Iron Head. So... Was it Iron Head or Iron Hand? I think it was Iron Hand. I couldn't tell you. She hacks all this information, finds out a lot of stuff about Bourne's past. She finds Jason Bourne and kind of brings him up to speed. And because she hacked into the CIA cyber division head, Vikander, who's playing, I guess, Heather Lee, she finds out, starts tracking Nikki, and long story short, motorcycle chase, shot in the back. Julia Stiles is now a pancake on that little Greek wall. And Paul Greengrass spends like 20 minutes jerking off Edward Snowden. Yeah. There were a lot of Snowden references. Yeah, this entire movie it's pretty pretentious. They did definitely try to work on like the whole privacy versus security thing. For me, it was an interesting angle because you kind of got to see both sides of it. It wasn't as developed as well as I thought. It was kind of, to me, it was an interesting idea that they kind of brought up, but the focus of the story was really on Bourne trying to figure out something about Treadstone, which is revealed. Vikander, the cyber division head, she's, as we explained earlier, she's ambitious, she's new, she's trying to get her foot in the door, and Julia Stiles, once, you know, her head becomes gravel, the Bourne takes off on his own to try to decrypt all these files on a USB drive, because of course, and find out the true secrets of his past. So it's a repeat of literally everything in every Jason Bourne movie, except this time, super spoiler alert, it culminates in daddy issues. As someone who liked this movie, I'm going to admit my biggest flaw with the movie, the whole Julia Stiles thing at the beginning is not very good. The dialogue, it's weird, the dialogue when Julia Stiles is talking to Matt Damon at the beginning is awful. Like, it is so bad, it is like Apocalypse. And then the rest of the movie, I thought the dialogue was pretty good. I think somewhere next to the film camera, there's a film reel with Julia Stiles' talent in Paul Greengrass's basement, because they were trying to get Julia Stiles in and out as fast as they physically could. It's like she wrote down the script on her hand and is just reading off of it. Supremacy at the beginning, they kill the one chick whose name I'm forgetting because I'm really tired. But in this one, they kind of do the same thing. Whereas in Supremacy, that was sort of the emotional driving force for Bourne. This one, it's an exposition dump. It's an exposition dump, but it's also like, it's sort of like Bourne is he's now isolated. The one person he could kind of trust, he's really alone. So he has trouble trusting people. Tries to trust Alicia Vikander. Their relationship goes interesting ways. But I like that it wasn't like a romantic sort of thing, because in the original films they sort of hinted that there might have been something between him and Julia Stiles before he became Bourne, before he erased his memory. The movie didn't really show you why he was so interested in just going after these files on this encrypted USB drive. Well, there was stuff with his dad. We find that out later. I mean, that initial drive, that first, 40 minutes, and of course they're showing everything in flashback because it's a Bourne movie, but that initial 40 minutes whenever he's on his own trying to figure out stuff, I genuinely couldn't tell you other than he's Jason Bourne and the plot needs to move. Well, you could make an argument like, right before Julia Stiles dies, she gives him the flash drive, and that was like the one thing she was telling him. It's like, you need to look at this flash drive, you need to figure this stuff out. And so it's almost like he feels like it almost like he owes it to her to figure that out. And you're finding stuff in his face that I don't think anyone else really can. When she gets shot, he does. He's trying a little harder there.
When you cut to Damon, it's like, it's not even that he's sad. It's just like he's just lost everything, and now this flash drive is the only connection he has.
Julia Stiles plays 0.7 seconds in heaven with the wall, and and she's on the floor. I thought she was dead, but no, she's giving the speech. And as soon as the Vincent Castle snipes her, like, as soon as that bullet hits her, it unlocks a latch in her arm to throw the USB drive at him. It's almost like
you can have like a death spasm. It's like that snake we fought.
That is a massive spasm.
One of the most controversial things sort of about the Bourne movies is the way the action is shot. Paul Greengrass definitely, like, there's a difference between shaky cam and handheld cam, which like, handheld cam is when you're holding the camera and moving through sequence. Shaky cam is when you're purposefully shaking it up, usually to hide bad stunt work. The stunt work in this movie is really good. The action sequence is well done. It could have been a little bit crisper, but I will say this. This is the second time seeing the movie. We sat in the front row of a kind of a crappy theater. When I saw it in the XD theater, and I saw it way up. And for me, the action looked a lot better. So I will say that could have been a factor, because I understand, like, when you're so close up, it can feel like really hard to follow. This movie is really fast paced. Like, I was pretty surprised when I found out this was 2 hours. Like, it goes by really fast.
Well, if you're enjoying a movie, it goes by a lot faster. For me, I could not wait for this to be over because I really could not give a shit about anything. And when you say it's fast-paced, that bothers me even more, because if I'm already not invested, I'm not invested to try to keep up with the camera. Which, on top of the fast, choppy editing, the fact that the shot is framed well, and I can tell from, you know, the blurs that the shot is framed well, but it's constantly doing this. And so, at one point, I just kind of gave up. I think I gave up in the same way with Car Chase and Supremacy, which was just unwatchable. I said, fuck this, I'm done. And then I came back whenever the movie was good. In that way, it reminded me of Taken 3, though, I mean...
I've not seen Taken 3.
The only reason I'll say Taken 3 is better is because Liam Neeson, like, de-wheeled, and no, that's not a word, he de-wheeled an airplane with a sports car.
Oh, I never saw Taken 3, but doesn't he, like, crash a plane even though there's, like, people on it or something?
Oh yeah, no, he does.
Got it.
And that was so stupid, it was entertaining.
Liam Neeson, make some good choices, please.
Liam Neeson needs to make stupider choices. I love him in stupid movies.
He just needs to make... You can do your dumb action movies, but please try something good again.
Schindler's List 2, The Schindling. Yeah. To go back to the pretension, this movie has Riz Ahmed as Indian, Middle Eastern, Mexican, sorry, brown dude, Zuckerberg here.
It's okay, we're just racist.
Yeah, we're just racist. I'm brown, so I can afford to do that.
Oh.
Melanin, bitches!
Sorry, guys.
He has this giant Facebook/Apple mix that is planning a new platform, so the platform will look at your preferences to dictate and tailor make your social media experience for you. It's all that Google, Yahoo bullshit you've been hearing for years. Search engine optimization crap.
It's everything Michael Moore's been warning you about.
Riz Ahmed used government startup money to build his empire, and now he's regretting it because Tommy Lee Jones has gone ape shit and decided to use his program to form Ironhead, which is basically Iron Man.
Iron Hand. If it was Iron Man, that would be a cool twist.
To start Iron Hand, which is basically the super surveillance program at the end of Winter Soldier. Ahmed goes to Vegas, and he's planning to expose the government in this organization. So in a weird Manchurian Candidate turn, Tommy Lee Jones says, fuck it, I'm gonna kill the rest of the cast, using Vincent Castle as the sniper. Of course, Bourne saves the day.
Which was, I thought that scene was pretty cool. The way
that was alright, yeah.
Where, like, he shines the light up. That short scene where they find out that Lisa Vikander knew Riz Ahmed. Like, that was so stupid. Like,
that was so pointless.
Like, and the thing is, like, I guess...
When the fuck does that ever really come up?
The thing is, like, it would be one thing if they tried to do, like, create, like, some sexual tension or something, but they didn't even go that far. They're just like, oh yeah, they knew each other. I'm like,
They knew each other in Stanford, and the only reason they say that is so at the end of the movie, the CIA director can talk to Vikander like, so this guy might expose us, and she goes, oh no, I know him. I know how to deal with people like him. He's a millennial like me. She didn't say that, but she might as well have.
Dan, you should write this next Bourne movie.
I should write the next Bourne movie and make it about North Korea.
Yes.
I want to see Jason Bourne fighting a squad of North Korean midgets.
Yeah, like in Killing Joke.
Yeah!
Like when Batman punches a midget.
Hell yeah. Can you imagine if Jason Bourne, like Matt Damon is Jason Bourne, going up against it's like 7 North Korean midgets stacked on top of each other. He does the 1 KO punch and they all go, and they fall backwards. And they do like roly-polies and just... If you clicked on the time code, welcome back. We've gotten really racist in the past half hour. And the only reason I really have...
You've gotten really racist. I haven't said anything.
Sorry. Matt Damon, Alicia Vikander, Julia Stiles, Tommy Lee Jones. Most everybody involved in this movie looks bored out of their fucking mind. Greengrass is just doing an imitation of himself at this point. And it looked like everybody who was here just didn't give a shit. Notice that it's been almost a decade since the last Matt Damon Bourne, and it shows it, man. They are just doing this for either a check or just to shut the people at Universal up. If I'm gonna give this a score, I was so... And here's the thing, I like the Bourne movies, and so this isn't just a movie I dislike. I'm kinda angry at this. I give it a 1.5.
Wow.
Like, I'm angry at this because you took a really cool character, you took a good director, and you blanded them out. When you take something good and pervert it, that pisses me off.
Well, Daniel, I'm gonna agree to disagree. I had a great time with this movie. I really like the modernized Bourne that they sort of saw. There's a few script problems, as I said. There's something with Julia Stiles, and then something between Riz Ahmed and Alicia Vikander that I didn't like. But for the most part, I was completely engrossed in this movie. I liked how fast-paced it was. I liked the performances. I liked the development of the character of Bourne that we saw. And I really liked some of the new additions, like Tom Lee Jones and Alicia Vikander, who is super hot. So I'm going to give this movie 5 out of 6 stars.
It's 3.25. There you go. Another...
Divided consensus,
in my opinion. Another disappointment in this summer. This summer has been shit for movies.
It's not been a disappointment. It's just all the good movies have been indie movies, like Hunt for the Wilder People, and Captain Fantastic, Hell or High Water. The only great, in my opinion, summer blockbuster has been Civil War, and I really enjoyed this, and I really enjoyed Star Trek Beyond. Apocalypse was okay.
I actually really enjoyed the shit out of Conjuring 2.
I did not see Conjuring.
Conjuring 2 is actually really, really well done.
Well, let's hope that Suicide Squad saves the summer.
Oh, let's hope.
You know,
all we can do is hope.
We have Suicide Squad. It's hopefully going to be great. We have Sausage Party.
Yeah. If y'all like this video, feel free to click the like button. And if you want to be the first to find out when new content's out, click the subscribe button as well. We got Facebook and Twitter links where we post movie news and our opinions on other stuff. We've got both mine and Liam's blogs down in the description below.
Check it out.
And we'll be back in a couple minutes with Florence Foster Jenkins.
We have a shit ton of reviews coming out.
Oh yeah, we do. I've been behind on a back catalog, so
he's been
I've been editing like a madman.
Yeah, you've been like the Aviator, just like sitting in your dungeon.
The way the upload, the way the upload, the way the upload.
It's true. It's send care packages.
Oh please God, I need fucking gummy worms and beer stat.
So we're gonna try to do review of
Suicide
Squad next Thursday. Potentially, we may be going to the press screening of South Side with You on Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
Like to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Until next time, we'll see y'all later. Have a good night.
Matt Damon.